not every day you occupy fire. Majority of your calls are going to be like medical calls and stuff like that. The fires that you get are few and far between, but they become more volatile and they burn a lot quicker. You have less time to respond. You have to pay attention to what's going on. Good fire out of that little pile of crap. Don't you guys agree?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
This down. We've got our flow path through door number 2. Look at your bi-directional flow now here. You guys see that?
Yes, sir.
Watch what happens to your bi-directional flow there when we give it there through here. See the increase?
Yes, sir.
You see your smoke levels dropping down now? Why is that? Exactly. Pretty basic stuff, but that's what it looks like. So let's say you got an open stairwell from the first floor to the second, right? We're going to open that stairwell. You got a little vent going here. It's obviously bi-directional because it's sucking in air down below. Let's see if we can knock our fire out. Is it out?
Yes, sir.
Kind of, sort of, right? It's in decay stage though, right? Let's see if we can get it to pop.
Is there visible flame? No.
No.
Give it a second. It'll go. It's hot enough.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Make sense, you guys?
Yes, sir.
Just add a little bit of air. That's all it takes. And we got our fire back. So we're gonna close 2. Pretty good push. It's like a funnel effect as I open and close the slide. It actually helps to increase with your velocity of your smoke. But right now, what's burning? It's burning pretty darn clean, so we're not getting a lot of smoke reduction. So let's draw it up. Pretty dark smoke now?
Yes, sir.
Think we're starting to preheat our house?
Yes, sir.
What kind of flow are we going to get here because of the openings? Right, and you can see it now happening.
Yep.
Yeah. See it on the bottom there?
It's sucking
Yes,
in.
sir.
About the first 3 inches on the bottom. Top's got pretty good high pressure on it. Okay, now you choked it out, right? No,
Not light,
not hot enough.
not hot. No, hasn't reached the ignition temperature yet. It's not rich enough. Does it make sense as far as lean and rich? Nothing?
Yes, sir.
And you can see it still is, right? See, it doesn't even penetrate. And you notice the change with the air that's being... Make sense, you guys?
Yes,
That's the
sir.
same pattern. Choke it down just a little bit. Get a little...
That's what we see in a fire, right? Most of the time.
Truck company takes the roof. Hot enough yet?
Yep.
Getting there?
Yes, sir.
So close.
Wasn't sustaining, right?
It's
It
not
does burn
sustaining.
off.
That's important, right? So what do you call that?
Rollover.
Flash point. Flash point. Very good.
How's our fire burning? Pretty damn good. Closed off because it's getting what? It's getting oxygen from someplace else. Look at the velocity of this stuff coming out. It's still not hot enough to burn yet. Let's push it all out the top just to see how much you got going. Lights off, right? It's getting richer.
So that temperature's starting to do what? It's going from up. It's right. It's increasing, not just increasing, but it's moving throughout
We
the.
have to do it.
It's moving throughout the structure, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that we talked about that what thermal radiation feedback that you just witnessed it, right? From out here.
Watch the indrawing there. See the thing sucking in air?
Yes, sir.
Think this will pop?
Yeah.
Based upon the color you guys saw last night? Yeah. Is it pretty much taking the whole window?
Yes, sir.
You see where it just burned itself out, right? So we burned off all the fuel in the upper level. What do you think our fire's doing? They going to decay on us? There, we smoked it out. Not smoked it out, but smothered it out. So what I'm doing now, if I start to shut stuff down, I want to keep enough openings to be able to have an in-draw of oxygen to keep that fire triangle going. But I also want it to replenish the rest of the house with dirty smoke. Let's see what we got going. Dark enough from what you guys have seen so far? Yeah. It's just a subtle change. It's a little bit lighter, right? It tells you how rich or lean it is. No flame?
Yeah.
What do we got?
Smoldering.
It doesn't take much though.
We got more, a little more if you need.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good.
Okay. You want to show 4?
Yeah. Let me knock down some.
Yeah. So what do we remember about window 4? What do we remember about that?
Closed compartment.
It's sealed. It's a sealed closed compartment, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
A little off-gassing though. Yeah.
Probably
coming
getting
up,
some
all
what?
that heat below it.
radiant heat, right? And it wants the convection, it's hitting it, but now it's turning into radiant heat and radiating up and radiating into that compartment, right? So thermal radiation feedback's happening in that compartment also, even though it's not the fire floor, but it's still happening. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why you had all the off gassings and things like that. Some leak through, I'm sure, but not a lot.
What do you guys think of 1?
You think it's hot?
Oh yeah.
Just speeding things up just a little bit. Oh man.
Break it?
Yeah. Come on, baby. Nope.
We have fire in the house.
What about the cheap fuses, Jack? Sorry, I thought about bringing out too, but I think you're gonna throw it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Give it a second. What do we know about the color now, right?
Darker.
Higher
Okay.
pressure.
What do you think?
Light it up.
Probably. There it is. Sustainable, right?
See it go out though?
What'd you notice about the smoke when it went out? Got darker, right? So more parts of incomplete combustion, right?
See if we can draw the fire all the way over. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to get it lit from here to there.
So what do you notice that he's doing? Opening, shutting, right? Opening, shutting. Not a backdraft.
It's close.
Close.
It's close, right?
Even the smoke on the roof when that gets ignited, is that?
What do you think happened? You guys, yeah, see, now you guys are thinking. I saw the fire behavior. Just opening this up lit off room 1 again, and now look, you've got fire traveling throughout the entire structure. So is this a good place to be without a hose line now? Or is this, just like in the video, you're gonna see those guys bailing out. Make sense?
Even being on that first floor kind of could suck, couldn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You don't want to be in this environment without water. It's the only thing you have besides your PPEs. And we already talked about it. As good as they are, they flip and fail. And up to a certain temperature, it's going to fail. Period. That's just the way it is. Right? What's the first part that's going to fail on your PPEs?
Face mask.
Face mask.
Completely closed off. The off-gassing fuels can ignite and flash over. Right?
Oh yeah.
All at once.
Yeah. They
You
could.
just got to give it time, right? You're already making changes. You just got to give it time.
Is that flashover?
No, that was pretty much like a backdraft. You saw the amount of intensity came out of that?
Yeah.
You guys think this will light off?
Oh yeah.
Let's try something here.
They're done.
So what lit that off? Me opening that and the fire traveling, or just this flame length?
Flame length.
That's it. Oh, thanks. Any big changes? No, it's sealed up well, and this is it's like your homes, you know, if you guys think about it. It's sealed up well around the edges. There's no open flame that's creeping through and you know, lighting stuff off as it goes by. All you see there is off-gassing and the conductive heat from the first floor to the second floor. Make sense?
Sure. So that's why they tell us is when we're going down a hallway and we check a room and we're done, what are we supposed to do to the door? Close it, right? So one, so we don't get fire behind us, but someone else doesn't get trapped in there. Keep moving forward.
I want to see that smoke a lot. There we go.
I did it on its own. There we go. So what do you know when you get a little more flame? What happens to the smoke?
Less smoke.
Cleans up, right? Yeah, because it's the incomplete combustion isn't there as much, right? We get more cleaner. So he's putting his BTUs there, right, into effect, right? He's trying to put his GPM and overcome the
feel that heat?
BTUs.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Can you guys get a good peek and see what's actually burning in there?
Whole room looks like.
Do we still have a pile of fuel, or is it mostly burned down? Yeah, it's pretty burned down, huh? So a lot of that's just off-gassing. Now we're burning on our OSB on the interior. But it's more the fact that we're adding air to it.
Either way. So this is typical in a house, right? Your dormer vent up top or scuttle vents or something up there. Those are usually open. They're there to keep the airflow always going throughout your house. They go up through your walls, top of your roof line. That's always there. So a lot of times we see this coming out of a house. Get that smoke. So
Yeah, it's
are we,
sustaining, right?
yeah, we're already there.
Still
Huh?
on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's burning. Clean. Yes.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So, quick question in relation to what's going on right now as well as earlier. As the temperatures were getting hotter for the smoke, when paramedic Rotondo would add that heat source directly to it, and it would just spark up for a little bit, so that's the flash point, correct? And when it's self-sustaining, that's going to be the fire point. And is that just for smoke? Like, would those...
No, it could be any chemical.
That could be
It's an
anything?
off gas, right? Any
Yes, sir.
vapor, right? Anything has a flash point and an ignition point, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's just, does it sustain combustion?
Yes, sir.
Flashover is not necessarily the flame. It's the entire contents and everything lighting off all at the same time.
So the darker, richer smoke that's usually at the top, that's rising, is that darker because it's beating the oxygen out in the bidirectional flow? Is that why it's darker?
No, it's darker because it's dirtier. Does that help you guys figure that out?
Yeah.
So there's more unburned products of combustion in that smoke to make it darker. It's not burning as clean. You guys feel the heat? Yeah. Let's back up a little bit. That's all I wanted you to feel.